is Patricia Neely. How are you, beautiful people? Hope everyone's having a good day. And just wanted to talk about today's blog post. And it's about something that's kind of embarrassing to people. That's the only way you're going to help people is by talking about things that you go through and how you found solutions to them. So, some people may call it psoriasis, some people call it dandruff, some people call it dry scalp. I mean, there's so many different names for it. Um, I call it dry scalp. And a lot of people suffer with it. That's why the companies that make these shampoos make a lot of money on people. And the reason for that is that people keep trying it, and they get no results. Um, I mean, not to name any different shampoos, because not to offend anyone, because I don't know what anyone uses. But there are several different shampoos that you can buy at the drugstore, the Walgreens, CVS, that in my mind don't work. They give you this beautiful story. Oh, yes, use this and, you won't have any issues or any dryness in the scalp um, within a week or so. Again, it doesn't work. Tried it, tried it, and it does not work. Um, there's, I mean, there's so many things that give you um, temporary fix. It's a temporary fix, and you just have to keep using it, but it's not eliminating the actual problem. It's just, minimizing it actually getting worse. So it's preventing it from getting worse. It's maintaining it is the proper word. And I don't think that's good enough because you just become, a servant to your hair, and you just have to keep on purchasing it. It's not working, and it just gets uncomfortable and embarrassing because you can't wear a black shirt and not see anything on it, or a darker color shirt. So a dark gray shirt, purple shirt, and you'll see it all on your clothes. Doesn't matter if you just washed your hair, it doesn't matter. You still will see it. And I just think it's important, and I'm learning as I kind of do my research, because I'm the research queen, I'm research everything, that there are solutions. And I wouldn't say they're home remedies because they're really not. There are some home remedies that you can use that I did mention in my blog, but I also think they're also a solution to maintain the problem from getting worse. So from you becoming even more embarrassed with, you know, actual seeing chunks on the hair, and it could get messy. I think it just maintains it. So my opinion, my experience, everyone's different, but I just think, um, I mean, I've found a solution recently that's done really well. Um, but everything else, I think it's just to maintain the problem and not have it get any worse. So um, I guess I've tried everything. I've tried the vinegar in the hair. I've tried the sea salt in the hair. I've tried the tea tree. I've tried the Head and Shoulders. I mean, I've tried what dermatologists gave you to use, and all of these products, and obviously not the vinegar and the depending what tea tree brand you use, have alcohol. And alcohol will dry your hair and scalp up even more. And believe it or not, and I learned this because my hairstylist actually told me this, um, is salt. She said you need to use something that does not have salt in it and is alcohol free. So if you're going to use like a mousse, a gel, it has to not have alcohol in it, which is hard to find, because everything you purchase, if you look at the actual bottle in the back, it does have alcohol in it. And some products you can actually smell it. So I just think that, it's very hard to find an inexpensive solution to the problem. And I kind of recently found something that works. It does not have any alcohol, doesn't have salt in it. It's a natural product that actually I can wash the hair with it as normal, and then I can also use more or less a conditioner too. So I just think um, that sometimes, and I'm learning this as I go through life, and as you mature in life, you learn that you pay for what you get. Some things, you kind of get a bargain, but you do pay for what you get. So you got to spend a little money to actually is going to work, because they're spending the time doing, actually putting this together. So they're going to charge you a little more because it's more time to get something that's more, or I would say, organic, versus something that's just put together with several different ingredients, several different dyes, all these chemicals that they put in them. They make it smell wonderful. There's several products that smell great, but they have all these chemicals, and these are the chemicals that are affecting and that are making the situation worse for those who struggle with a dry scalp. So I actually found a solution, and it still has a great smell to it. Um, I think it's important. It's a little more expensive. It's not your usual shampoo that costs $6, but it's going to cost you a little more. And I prefer, instead of being embarrassed, because I think that means more to me than anything, is I don't want to go through the embarrassment of, my clothes being filled with, and people get this thought in their head, like, that, you're not a clean person, and you can wash your hair, several times a day, twice a day, and still have the same problem. But again, people don't know that. They don't know your private business, so they're gonna think, well, this person hasn't taken care of their, they're not taking care of their hygiene, and they haven't taken care of their hair in probably weeks. They don't know your situation. So honestly, sometimes I feel, it is what it is. People are gonna think what they want to think, and that's fine. But I also think that us as, humans, we do get embarrassed, and you don't want, people looking at you differently, because they're assuming. So I would rather pay more money, um, if it costs me, $20 versus $6 or $7. I'll pay the $20 so that I don't go through the embarrassment, and I actually find something that works, because it's a little frustrating. That you go to the store, you see these commercials, you see, oh, do this and try this, and people in the commercials, of course, they're gonna say it works, because they probably don't even have the situation that we're going through. They probably don't have a dry scalp. It's just they're just the model for the commercial. So I just want to encourage everyone, to do your research. figure out, there's so many things out there. I mean, the internet is such a powerful tool now that you can find anything on it. So if you have an issue that you've been trying to solve and not even your dermatologist or a doctor can give you, do your research. There's so much that you could find out there. Um, and you'll find a solution. I mean, you might not find it right away, but you might go through some trial and errors and we'll see if this works. We'll see if this works. But again, you have to do your research because, again, the products that they're making now, I mean, I won't get into the food. That's another subject for another day. But the products that they're making now are they want to save money. Again, they're a business. They're running big corporations, and they want to save as much money as they can. So they're gonna cut corners where they can, and not use the best quality ingredients. So I personally think I always go by reviews. I'm a person that if I'm gonna try something out, I'm going to look and see what the reviews say. Yes, the reviews, some people are a little extreme and want things given to them. But again, there's some things that people are really honest and say, well, it did work, but maybe I could have done this differently. Or maybe I didn't use it correctly. So I mean, my bottom line is do your research. Find a solution. There is a solution out there. It's right on the web. I mean, everyone has a cell phone. Search, go on Google and find the answer that you're looking for because it's on there. You just gotta look. So I just want to encourage you with that. If anyone is suffering um, with this solution, and not everyone's, um, gonna be bold enough to say, yeah, I'm struggling with this because it's an embarrassing kind of, it's an embarrassing thing to deal with. A dry scalp. People think it's dandruff or it's dirty. It's not. It's just there's some foods that will cause your scalp to be dry. There's several different foods that would do it. They say dairy is an issue with that too. You eat too much dairy. I mean, there's so many stories. You don't know what's true. But I do encourage you to, if you want to know what I'm using and like to know more information, I mean, you can leave a comment here or send me a private message and I'll be happy to share with you. But I think it's important to kind of go through and share things like this that you're going through and that somebody else might be going through it, but they're not bold enough to actually come out and say, hey, I'm struggling with this. Do you have a solution? Can you help me? Can you help me find a solution? Or have you heard of anything? I've come to a point that I've become the type of person, but I've become to a point that I'm more of a bold person. That if I'm sitting next to someone and I know that, they might know this, I'm not afraid to start a conversation and start asking questions and get to where, they would share what they have. Because you never know. I mean, we don't know everything. And I clearly am honest. I definitely don't know everything. But when you get around people that, you know, are intelligent, that have knowledge too, and they kind of share the interests that you do, it's good to have these conversations because they might know something that you don't know. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. If anyone's interested, you can send me a private message. I do encourage you to stop by my blog. It's patricianeely.com and check out my blog from yesterday. That was actually for anyone who's suffering with weight loss and PCOS. That's up there too, and there's some great information on there too. And tomorrow I'm going to be talking about Wellness Wednesday. So what could you be doing to, even with the busy schedule, what could you be doing to, you know, get healthier, get moving, get doing things that are gonna keep you healthy and keep you living longer, and um, keep you from having to take any medications at some point because you're not taking care of yourself. So I'll be sharing that tomorrow, and hope you enjoy this live, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great night. Take care. Bye.